Hello, everyone. Wow, apparently that doesn't. Trying to set up something that's like a good viewing area.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I think that'll do. There's a chair. I need it. Not enough space to sit in my. Literally. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, what's the button to turn off the HUD? Board. Second. Blah, 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 blah. Off the HUD. Yeah, it's me, Roxy, Harriet, whatever my name is. Whatever your name is. Easy peasy. Okay, running back around. Good. Oh, you know what? Actually, hi, whatever my name is. It's good to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, UI scale. Aw. I can only turn it down so far. Okay, Googleable question. How to turn off HUD. F6. Alright. I knew there was a way to do it. Yeah, there it is. Alright, there we go. That should do us. That should do us just fine. What do I need? Now I need to pull up my work. I guess I should also probably... Music volume. Voice volume. Alright. Perfect. So we got the game. We got the music. I got the chat. Now it's time to pull up work. How are you doing? Whatever your name is. Whatever my name is, rather. Apologies. Alright, where am I starting? That one's gonna require a little more intense thinking. Let's go to the next one. Now, I am having what many in the industry believe to be a fine day. Man. A fine day. I remember having those. It was many moons ago. I mean, not actually. I have pretty good days every now and then. And I have other days when I sneeze loud enough to spook my... So I spooked my wife from the other room with my massive sneeze. She just rushed out in a panic. Thank you. I'm glad you're having a good day. I am. I'm really glad. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't have fine days anymore. I just have fines. And the daddy government fines me for living. Boss makes $1, I make a dime, so I shit on company time. The IRS takes my money, so I shit on company time? I don't know, that one doesn't really work all that well. Ah. Did you guys hear about Google making a constellation of satellites to look at wildfires and use AI to find wildfires? Kinda cool. It's what I have the pleasure of writing about right now. Oh, where are these wildfires? I don't know. Google it. I swallowed a piece of grape on accident. Also, yeah, that's pretty good. But it's just kind of, Google's just like, wildfires. They're hard to find. Let's make it so people can Google it. I think they're gonna have like a database for first responders to have access to, which I think is pretty neat. Man, how do I start this? I know how to end this statement, but I don't know how to start it. I literally added a whole section. Begin the statement by saying, to begin this statement. You know, actually, ironically enough, that gave me a pretty good idea for how to start it. I'm not even kidding.
Every time I think I made it past the gate, I'm back again. No, my surrender to my fate. There's no way out and no way in.
Can I respond to this in a single sentence? I don't know if I should. I'm a genius. I'll put you in the acknowledgements. NGP892 stream chat in the acknowledgements alongside our funding code. It's like, yeah, we thank NASA for sponsoring this research and also BenjiP892's stream chat for providing suggestions in the review process. Oh my gosh, I need to add that! Bro! Give me the paper file. I actually do need to add in the acknowledgements thanking the reviewers. I completely forgot. So academia is shockingly political.
Every time I think I've made it to your heart, I'm out again.
There it is.
Endlessly I fall apart, and there's no escaping it.
Is my computer using like a bunch of resources? Why is this not cooperating? Looks like things should be. Microsoft Edge is edging me. Phineas and Ferb are building a spaceship. Phineas and Ferb are using all of the bandwidth. What is using 70% of my CPU right now? Is Microsoft Edge seriously using more CPU compute than Subnautica? That was weird to watch. Very weird to watch. Thoughtful suggestions, that's a good thing. Great. I can't believe that I almost forgot that. The only way to stop me from not talking about the video game you're playing was by not playing a video game at all. Clever move, Mr. Holmes. Yeah, this was all a ploy. It was all a ploy to get Nick to talk about the game that stream has on the screen. I should have made it Hollow Knight. Oh, I could have made it Satisfactory, and then we would have reverse psychology to...
See the sky is falling on us, wishing we could really know what peace was, feeling like the world is not okay.
Okay, so that idea I had about to begin this statement isn't quite working out the way that I thought that it would. I have a habit of over-talking. So the whole, like, paper writing process just involves, you write a paper, you submit it to a journal with a list of people in, like, the field of research that you do that you think would be good context providers, like experts in the field, and then they read your paper and tell you all of the things that you did wrong, essentially, or suggest things that you can improve. And then you have to do those things or give a proper rebuttal as to why you're not doing those things, which includes responding to each item of feedback. So... I just played Floating Blue Crystal Simulator yesterday. Those aren't blue, they're purple. They're purple. Maybe we can go change the visuals later when we need thinking time. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we could pretty easy. I mean, it took me like 2 minutes to set up the thing in Below Zero. I could just start a creative mode. I don't know if I could start a creative mode save, actually, for regular Subnautica, because my friends and I are playing an Archipelago randomizer right now. So I think that would break my saves. which isn't the worst thing in the world. Yesterday I was politely informed, asterisk by the way, that I would be taking on somebody else's workload. Ouch. I think if I was told I'm taking on somebody else's workload on top of the shit that I'm already doing, I'd crash the fuck out. I would totally crash the fuck out. Don't test my non-confirmable color blindness. My bad. Sorry, Trump, my review is that this content is trash, needs more Vine booms and more Subway Surfers. I fucking knew somebody was gonna talk about Subway Surfers. I genuinely thought about having a Subway Surfers, like, GIF ready to go on the scene. But then dinner took a little longer than I thought it would. And I didn't end up getting it ready. I'll put Family Guy clips in the top left, it's fine. Yeah, Family Guy funny moments. The tactical Subway Surfer deployment. Quick, they're losing attention. Jingle, 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 jingle the keys, jingle the keys. Subway Surfers. Hey, Peter. Oh, my wedding is almost in a month, and the bar and my honeymoon are right after. I have no energy to feel anything about this other than slight annoyance. Well, first of all, congratulations to you and your fiance. I hope you have a fantastic time. I hope it goes I know it's gonna go super well. I hope you really enjoy the honeymoon. That was, I think my favorite part was the honeymoon. Just spending like a week with my wife in the woods where nobody could bother me. Felt so good. It felt so nice. Also, good luck on the bar. I hope that goes well. Oh, it's a pretty big deal too. So, having the bar is like a certification, but having a Juris Doctor, is that like taking the bar gets you your Juris Doctor, or is that like a separate thing? Also, yeah, blowing steam off at the gym. I blow my steam off in video games, which I usually don't have a ton of time for, unfortunately. Yeah, I've been pulling like 12-hour days lately, which is why we're here doing this. I just don't know how to respond to this because this guy's like, he literally just said there's no mention of Google Firesat. I'm like, okay, we mentioned Google Firesat. Are we good with that? Are we good with that? I don't think we're good with that. I have a habit of over-talking and over-explaining. But I feel like that's not enough. I know for a fact that I don't want to include this part. Honestly, I think I can probably just leave it with 2 sentences. Just, we agree Google Firesat's important, and then to provide the credit to Google Firesat, we added a section about it. Yeah, I think that probably just covers it. Do I want to keep my professor's comments? That's the other question. You know, I know a way to check if I did. It's no. I feel like I probably should have. Yeah, we're just gonna do that and then comment that part out and this is gonna become a mess very quickly. Okay. Drinking right after marriage vibes do not correct me. Understood. You need a Juris Doctor to take the bar. Okay, that's kinda sick. Helps in non-attorney / general lawyer law roles. Fair and valid. Honeymoon is gonna be in Venice. Damn. Venice, I've heard, is a fantastic place, especially for honeymoons, so I really hope you guys enjoy. The last 12 hours, the song that plays during The Purge in episode 7 has been looping in my head. I haven't rewatched episode 7 yet, ironically. I only watched it once. And episode 8 is literally tomorrow. I'm so excited to see what happens. Are we good, by the way, chat, for spoilers for Invincible? Yeah, but I mean, who hasn't been? Right, Roxy? Who hasn't been? I think I'm gonna save this one. I think I'm gonna save this one for tomorrow, so I can shoot him a message. Okay, so we're gonna leave that one as is. For 3. Repeated, yeah. Okie dokie. Go take a look at in. Down here. Oh yeah, I totally just didn't update this at all. That's great. That's great. Words of what I told Roxy, that entire sequence was just cinema. Dictionary definition. If you looked up the word cinema online, that episode would come up before any actual theaters. I can't believe the vulture mites have kidnapped Gibbles. I hope Invincible saves Gibbles in season 5. I love Gibbles. I also love Gibbles. Gibbles is so cool. Also, we can finally stop talking about Fraud Mortal and start talking about Fraud Oliver. I mean, seriously, what is that kid's fucking problem? The reviewer, clarity. Typo. Updated this. Yes. I can get rid of these comments because it's part sounds weird. That we'll have to talk about. That's fine. Alright, we can get rid of that, leave comments. Yeah, I did that. Okay, so he still doesn't like the opening. Alright, we'll fix that. They love the bit online where people are like, I never doubted you, Grand Regent. All is ours. Yeah, Thrag didn't gain much aura in the first few episodes that he was a part of. He kinda looked like a fraud, clutching on to Argal's skull and running away like that. When the ship cracked in half and he just went, no! He could have killed the planet himself. Why did he deploy a ship to raise the surface when he could have just flown through every building? Like, he could have soloed that planet with the early warning system down, at least. He could have. Fair point, Roxy. Not sure it could be classified as a fraud since Oliver hasn't actually had anything to fall from. No pedestal to stand on. Happy to see someone else that defends Gibbles. What? People think that being friends with Bill Cosby in the 90s is a bad look. I disagree with you there. Okay, so if my professor doesn't like the opening of this statement, I don't know, I think and I need to say this strong. Yeah, it makes sense. What did I delete? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so external doesn't happen anymore. And then I can get rid of that. Which just leaves this part. One section. Alright, we'll... this kind of relates, so we're gonna ask about... I left this one for my undergrad, and this one, and this one. Move on to number 7. Skipping number 6. So this one first watching. I really think Thrag holds back because of a pride thing. Me having to get involved is a worse hit to the Viltrumites than losing. It needs more M dashes. Okay, chat GBT. Where do I use M dashes? I use M dashes at least once in this response. Like, I genuinely do. I think I use it as a break. Yeah, I think I use it as a break in a parenthesis. Because it's like, I list the results in this place, parenthesis, figure this, M dash, previously figured this, because it didn't make sense to use another breaking, so the M dash worked instead. I don't think there's any M dashes in the actual manuscript, though. There's a lot of N dashes for, like, range, but that's normal. Like, page range citations, those are always N dashes, or they should be. Maybe Thrag is so mean because it sounds like his name could be a slur. He should change his name. Well, you know, assuming a new identity on Earth would make it really easy to just have a new name. I mean, Carl for Conquest, you know? Nolan went by the same name, but that's his own problem. Fraud Omni-Man. Yeah, Thrag was like purely on the defensive. No, not really defensive, but he was just kind of observing. He dodged like twice, and that's about it. And then when Oliver just beamed at him, he bitch slapped him to the side and ripped off his arm and jaw in the process. We're supposed to be better than this. Come on, guys. I fucking trusted you. What are we doing? Yeah, Carl doesn't sound like a slur. Exactly. On here first. Did I not? Oh. Okay. Point to find. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, that's valid. It's fair. This one should be pretty. Up, 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 up. Yeah, this comment doesn't really ask about the models being unclear. The fusion concepts are interesting. Sharing between satellites for me clear. Yeah, alright. Is there really a need for me to mention this new figure, though? I don't think so. Question not the blade, only the cunning of the use. Beef? Beef. Like, moo? They wouldn't, you know what the sad thing is? Once I have a PhD, I can't go work at a minimum wage job. I literally can't. They won't hire me because I'm so overqualified and it's an entry-level position. Yeah, because all of that stuff talks about figure 3 in the models. But the reviewer's not really asking. I do that. Yes. Alright. And I think we can this there. Okay, on to number 8. Especially in episode 1, they straight up feel like younger, dumber amalgamation of me and my fiance if we actually got married about the time I originally wanted to propose. Seems like an interesting show. Austin happens to look like a babyface version of me right now, so I have to hate him. Still rooting for the two of them behind all the... Huh. I love when you can organically recognize a self-insert. Alright, so this one's tough. Because they specifically say that they take issue with something, which means that they don't like it, which means that this is a rebuttal. Rebuttals are hard. Factual statement shows that they misunderstand our purpose. And then there's their not convinced of what value does it provide. Ah. All right, so they're having a misunderstanding, and then they're asking two questions: what value does it provide, and why don't we do something different instead? So first, correcting their misunderstanding. Okay. It's a Netflix anthology comedy drama series about two groups of people in life hating each other. Like a big domino each season, like domino effect. Knocking down the dominoes kind of deal. Oh, that would explain why it's called beef, because they have beef with each other. That makes sense now. I get it. I get it. Now it's unsolicited information. That's very wordy. Sentence. Started good. think that's a little more. Korean identity, kind of an important thread. Interesting. Joel from The Last of Us is now voicing a black and white mouse with a gun. They got Joel's voice actor to do Mouse PI? I didn't know that. It just came out too, didn't it? So did Pragmata, which I've heard various things about. Oh, come on, it's usually right on the homepage. It was right on the homepage earlier. He voiced the Marvel Lokis? What? There it is, Mouse PI for High. Developer Funny Games. Or is that's an M. I'm bored. Well, time to go play Ultra Kill. If it makes you feel better, I am also bored. I have been doing nothing but respond to these reviewer comments for a week and a half. More than. A working week and a half. 1.5 working week. Okay. Yeah, it needs some commas. I think that's a little more clear, but I don't think I'm happy with it just yet. The other couple, Josh and Lindsay, also very interesting. They remind me a lot of older couples I know in a very bad way, but good for the story. The way the show portrays Austin and Ashley, the first couple, can come off a little mean sometimes, but I remember how dumb I was 3 or 4 years ago, so that's accurate. Brother, me too. Me too. My wife and I will be coming up on 5 years this September. And, well, 5 years together, 1 year. And boy, howdy, thinking about myself in the relationship and as a person 3 or 4 years ago when I started the PhD program, when I was still an undergrad, oof. It's unfortunate that there's video evidence of how much of an asshole I was. Show or game Loki, he voiced them, including his LEGO versions. What about Smite? Oh, well, Marvel Loki. There's a Loki in Smite, but Smite's not Marvel. But there is a LEGO Marvel Avengers. And that's probably, yeah, like you said, that's probably the LEGO version. Goobus. Goobus. Sorry. So rebuke the confusion and clarify. Verifying the confident. I can get rid of that now. We keep this around. I think a lot of this is probably not necessary. There's 22,000 tracked by the end of the simulation. I don't need greater than the average, the upper quartile, and the maximum. So we can get rid of that. That's unsolicited information. That's verbose. That's good justification of why we're using it, so that's what they're looking for. Is that too verbose? It might be. Did not prepare enough to talk about. I'm sorry, I'm so boring right now. Brother, you are not more boring than I am. How much more Neovi? Wow, there's a lot of Neovi songs. We'll just keep with the more recent ones, I think. rather than the older ones, because the more recent ones are better. And then we'll move on to Silksong. Mirror Reaper, not the Mirror Reaper again. Oh no. Beyonce never really officially started dating, but I think we probably agree the romantic relationship started in 2021. So yeah, 5 years. Kind of just started having more intimate moments outside of the friend group, like lunches and movies. See, yeah, I would say that that's probably what started the relationship, even if there wasn't like a solid start. Obviously, you proposed and she said yes, so there's a, like, you're in a relationship. I hear so many stories about people where, like, one person in the relationship, for some reason, just, like, thinks that they're in a relationship and thinks for sure, like, absolutely we're dating, are you kidding? Of course. And the other person's just like, no, what gave you that impression? Well, we go to lunches all the time and movies, and we're always going on dates and stuff. Well, I just like hanging out with you. You know, like that shit. I hear so many stories about that. I should name drop the module beforehand. Imagine I'm just making all this up. That's not a run-on sentence. In the implementation of the module, bounce. In the get rid of this. It's more of a thing. Okay, well, take a look at that. I think this is probably TMI. Oh, in a way it feels like it's strengthening the argument. Three years in September. Really weird to think about since it's been well over 2 years. Only now has it been the littlest bit rocky. Oh, I'm sorry. Time definitely tests relationship. And if there's a distance factor involved, that can often test it as well. But everything that I've always seen out of the two of you has always been super wholesome and sweet, so I hope that you all can work through it. Communication is definitely the most important thing. Being open saved my wife and I's. Oh, no, you guys are fine? Oh, okay, well, my bad. I started launching into that. my bad. But yeah, for anybody else who's having really, I think having like a purely open dialogue despite any tense emotions whatsoever is by far the most important part of a relationship. It has saved my wife and I's relationship of satisfactory. We got one! We got one! Screwball outro. I don't think you have mentioned Sissia, by the way, Supreme. I don't think I responded to that one. I eventually asked her at her place if we were girlfriend-boyfriend without any question. She gave me a very compliment. Yeah. Satisfactory mentioned. Oh no. I broke the game. My first thought was panic because I met Roxy when she was 16. That's so sick. Protective. We love protective friends. Oh, I see. Well, just keep working on it. Never give up. That's the key. You guys will be great. I believe in you. I really don't know if I should get rid of this or not. I think this is still part of answering the first question. What value does it provide? But I think I can make it simpler. That's desirable to ensure that the propellant is justifiably spent. Okay. And then this answers the second question. You can give it to... Oh, I should use the reviewer's language. Okay. Alright, now what the hell is my professor saying here? I need to justify based on my work since we infinitely derived it. Logic. Why is it detrimental? Okay, alright, fair. Alright, well, where do I put that? That's in the multipass module. Alright, so we're just gonna comment that. And we'll just... get rid of this. Should actually just get this untracked. And then get rid of all tracking. Okay. All right, there it is. If you're reading this, I love you very much. See? Awesome. Always open both ways. Bingo. It just doesn't happen very often. I'm that way. I don't talk to pretty much anybody about personal things except for my wife and my therapist at this point. Haven't been in any relationship because I've shared my struggles. It should be fairly evident. See, but I can understand the train of thought that gets to thinking that you're not compatible. But there is literally somebody out there for everybody. I never thought that I would end up with anybody. Not married, at least, for a long time. Very long time. And there's a lot of shit that I've gone through, that my wife has gone through. And part of it, like some things you learn and you grow and you improve. And then other things are just lifelong struggles. I have some medical issues, you know, that are gonna be permanent, pretty much. And there are other things that are similar in nature. So you just kinda, for better and for worse it, and that's way easier said than done. But we're moving on to number 9 now, finally. Ooh, I got a compliment. We went through 9 different responses. I finally got a compliment from my professor. Let's fucking go. Damn. Followed immediately. That's why he complimented me. Because it's followed immediately by a massive insult. Insult's the wrong word. He literally went good opener for the first sentence of the response, and then the second sentence is, if I were the reviewer, I would not accept this response, with some other context, obviously. Okay. Yeah, vertical spacing. Those I can get. Okay, so we want to keep that. This is all probably unsolicited information. Oops. Oh, what the fuck did it? There we go. I accidentally got rid of my PDF. Why I vent about my relationship to my friends is either I'm such a fucking failure, or it's finger champ 89 in the house. Can I get an amen? That's fucking great. I think there's only been like 1 or 2 times that I talked to my best man about like relationship problems. I tend to leave those kinds of discussions for therapy. That's about it. That's an old one. Another Mirror Reaper, no. Just imagining bro did the Thrag dodge and punched a Benji's ass. Counterpoint, you're not fucked up like me, you don't know. Yeah, sniff, sniff, yep, you're gay. Okay, so the Five Nights at Freddy's... The Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's meme is pretty fucking good. That one's pretty fucking good. I go to therapy like once a year. Therapist is dropping all my problems on my bitch ass homeboys. See, Friday night game night is therapeutic, but Friday night game night is not necessarily therapy, unless shit is fucked. If shit is fucked, that's something else. Man, I wish I could spell. I don't know what's wrong with my fingers right now. I think it's... it's 7:40. I'm getting close to my brain's cutoff time. My brain shuts off around, like, 8 or so. That's old. That's not as old. I think that better sums it up. Oh yeah, that gets rid of a lot of text. Okay. target off. It also wasn't grammatically correct. That got rid of a lot. But you know what I didn't get rid of? Or get rid of the part in text. Oh, or did I? No, I did. But we're also gonna get. Okay. I got revised such. That looks. Kernel comment. Okay, alright, this is another big one, number 10. This is all the first reviewer still. It's been an hour and 25 minutes. Granted, I haven't been operating at peak efficiency, but I didn't want to miss stream. I'm not going to have another chance this week. And this is big. So, honey. Back. Happy for you. It's going well. I'm on comment 10 of reviewer 1. Uh, 11. Reviewer 1 has 11, Reviewer 2 has 2, Reviewer 3 has 14. Thanks. And Reviewer 4 has 3, technically 4, but one of them was a typo. So I literally did that on day 1. No. I'm gonna do later. When we get to Reviewer 2 today. Say hi to wife chat. I'm back. When it comes to situations like me, it's a bit of a pickle. In a normal relationship, eventually the stack of bricks has to dropped. Furthermore, what the fuck comes... well, what comes after, I won't lie, is a lot of work. But it's better to be upfront about something. Especially bigger things. Good morning, besties with friends. Oh, I almost thought I said BCs with friends, so glad I caught that before I said it out loud. But yeah, it's important to be upfront about big things, because if they come out later, it's harder. It doesn't mean that it's impossible to work through. It certainly isn't, speaking from experience, but it is much more difficult. So, Asia fan? I suppose I'd say so. I don't really know in what context, but I loved my visit to Japan 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Chat. 10 years. Literally 10 years. Gosh, I still remember it. I'm only 25. I'm not that old. I went to Japan in high school. I'm being a little dramatic. My wife just said from the other room, when am I not dramatic? So, thanks, honey. And I sit here and I'm like, I remember when I started this channel, was I still in a relationship at that point? I don't really think I was. Or no, that summer was the big summer of the channel, 2021. But I started, like, officially the first day that I had viewers was January 3rd. That's when Supreme first popped in. But I started a little bit beforehand, so I think I was technically in my previous relationship at the time, but not really, because it was falling apart, like actively falling apart. But like, I remember when I started this channel and how undergrad was. And then I think about high school and I'm like, it wasn't that long ago. It was 10 years ago. High school was 10 years ago. So I went to Japan when I was in high school. Loved it, by the way. Super cool. But yeah, I was 10 years ago. I was 16. That's... wow. That is wow. Yeah. Yeah. In 1 year and out the other, I am constant recipient of late night DMs about you and the various ways you show love. Super, super sick. Not a statement about them judging you. How are they ever supposed to work with that? See, but everybody's been through something. Like, it's not fully comparable, but I know people that have worked through relationships in which one party was, like, addicted to hardcore drugs. Like, full-on credit card debt, doing favors, hint hint, for drugs, and you work through it. It comes out, it becomes a thing, you talk about it, you work through it, and you're better for it at the end. It's a whole thing. He's fading to dust at the seams. It feels like it. That's for sure. It sure feels like it. No, it's not because we got married. It's because when you hit 25, every night you sleep, you download a new DLC. Usually they're bad. I woke up wrong the other day. Literally woke up wrong the other day. My back hurt so bad. we we did. We flipped the mattress at daylight savings time, and my wife had a backache, had a crick in her back for like 2 or 3 weeks. True, you did used to sleep on the floor. When I started watching, you were done with your shitty ex. Yeah, I still remember the day that I was streaming Hollow Knight before concert band rehearsal, and her parents came into town and brought their dog for some reason, and she whole ass knocked on my door, asked me to watch her dog while she went to lunch with her parents, and then got mad at me when I told her that I was in the middle of something and wouldn't watch her dog. Note, by the way, we did not split amicably. It was a messy breakup. And she had the audacity to try to drop her parents' dog on me so that they could go to lunch. The fucking entitlement was astonishing. Also, no, dear, do not bring me her scalp. I love you. Please do not bring me her scalp. If you like the music, here you go. How to deal with hard friend group. Make a new one or stay. Depends on how the friend group is hard. It really does. It depends on how, in what way the friend group is hard. Because there are some friend groups where, like, people are just going through a really rough time. And, you know, it comes and it goes and it ebbs and it flows. I feel like I'm that friend right now. I'm the guy that's too busy, never is able to make plans work. It doesn't end up happening. You know, it's just a whole thing. But then there's like, my friends do hardcore drugs. That's a bad example. My friends steal and refuse to amend themselves and work on themselves. You know, like there's a really big difference between, oh my gosh, I'm a kleptomaniac, I hate myself, I can't believe I'm like this, what do I do? And yeah, I steal. What about it? You know, the former is good. They have a problem, but they're willing to work through said problem. That's fantastic, great quality. They're willing to work on themselves and improve themselves over time. Yay. Versus, you know, I steal because it's fun and you can't stop me and I don't care about what you think because stealing is fun. Maybe you shouldn't steal from the local gas station all the time? Like, that's not great, TM. Problematic. Nick placed a fucking curse on me. Ow. Okay, so back to comment 10. First of all, none of this is necessary. I think I get to keep this because it's all about figure 6. Figure 6 is its own thing. Okay. My friends make me eat all their snail slugs and general slimy memorabilia. Why are snails and slugs considered memorabilia? Who cares about eating them? Why are they considered memorabilia? That's... But I love stealing, especially when it's shows from streaming services that I don't want to pay for. Arg, me hearties. Obviously. Look, man, all I'm saying is people would pirate music and movies and shows when you had to buy the CD for each show and each movie individually. When you had to buy physical media to gain access to that media to watch, people would burn illegal copies, they'd create new things, and then distribute them in various different ways. Flying the Jolly Roger, they would pirate things, they would literally steal things. You wouldn't download a car, that kind of shit, you know? Piracy is stealing. And then Netflix existed. And when Netflix first existed, and you just had to pay a little bit of money each month, and then you could request and they would send you DVDs, and they had all kinds of stuff. They literally put Blockbuster out of business because now people didn't have to pirate, they didn't have to rent, they didn't have to do all these things. They could just pay Netflix to send them movies. And it was great for a time. Now everybody's making you pay, and then you still have ads. Like, it started with there's just Netflix, and Netflix is the only one. And then it became, okay, well, this show's on Netflix, this show's on Disney, this show's on Hulu, this show's on, I don't know, Tubi, this show's on Paramount. Like, you all of a sudden you have 8 different things, and people started pirating again. I was getting there. My wife from the other room, because the mic didn't pick it up, was talking about how you can rent a movie or buy a movie on their site, but you physically don't own it, and they can rip it from their site at any point in time, and you don't get your money back. But the progression that I was getting to get to there is it started with just Netflix, and that was great. People stopped pirating almost entirely. And then all of a sudden there were 10 different streaming services that you had to have all of them. And a few people started pirating again because they don't want to have all of them. They're basically paying a cable bill again. And it... Honey, I know, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There were a bunch of them. And some people started pirating again. And then each of them started having like paid versions that still had ads. And then you can pay more to not have ads. And then more people started pirating again. And then they started, regardless of how much you pay, you have ads. You just have less ads. And now every time you pause, there's an ad. And every time you're idle for a certain amount of time, it will roll ads when you're no longer idle again. Everything has sponsorships and everything else. And now people are pirating again because it's a terrible environment. Not to mention the fact that most of these individual companies are owned by the same parent company. So it's really just a system of monopoly. There's no actual competition. And the people suffer for it as a result. They really do. Yeah, like, you pay for Amazon Prime, and then Amazon Prime still has ads. So even though you have Amazon Prime, you're still driven to these... Some people are still driven to these sites for piracy because at least they don't have ads. And if they do, It's like 1 at the beginning. And it's like Wikipedia asking you for $3. It's like, to maintain our servers, please donate. And then you get to watch your movie. And then you're good. As opposed to watching a movie on anything else right now, you end up watching, I'd say probably 10% of the movie runtime in, like, ads. Like, if the movie's an hour and a half, you probably spend about 10 to 15 minutes watching ads. And that's stupid, because if there's like 5 or 6 ad breaks that are all a minute and a half long, all of a sudden you're at 10 to 15 minutes of ads. It's dumb. Yeah, streaming used to be better than cable, which is why everybody switched to it, and now that cable's out of business, streaming is becoming cable. It was a rug pull. It's all just a rug pull. Everything's a rug pull. The world is burning! I have to get this Ph.D. It's my only chance. I totally never pirate a show. Psh, me? No. Oh. I already made that reference. No, that's a good point. So for anybody who's not familiar, that thing I referenced earlier about how you wouldn't download a car, or you wouldn't steal a car, downloading whatever is stealing, piracy is stealing. The music that they used in that advertisement for anti-piracy was pirated music. They got sued, so the ad stopped rolling. The commercial, as it used to be called, stopped rolling. Do care about their profit money. Sorry, becoming a lawyer really is only the first step. Yep. Practicing law is a big deal. And you're constantly learning and growing and doing all the things. I'll be happy once I when I stop having to work so hard on the learning aspect and can just do research. Like, put me in a lab. I need to find my plucky weird girl assistant, presumably with some trauma. Trauma gives knowledge. Actually combine the... Alright, I think that's much more simplified at this point. Okay, so my professor didn't leave any comments about for 11. That's pretty concise. Alright. I think that comment is actually fine, or that response is actually fine. So let's see how many pages we've... There's an error. Why is there an error? Where's the error? Try somewhere. I trimmed 2 pages. That's not that much. This is nice, I like this. Playing Ultra Kill, listening to this. Just feel like I'm hanging out with the boys. Exactly. It's because you are. And gals. Where you'd actually watch Breaking Bad. I mean, yes I do, because I obviously watched it there. I think it's on Hulu. What? Oh, 6 or 7 years ago. You asshole. That took me a minute. I was like, what the fuck are those emojis? It's the fucking 6-7 hands. You know what it should have been, though? It should have been this. Because one of them starts up and the other one starts down. They alternate. They don't start together. You just look disgruntled. Tragic hit and run. The car looks suspiciously like Prosecutor Frank to murderers. What is this? What is this? Fucking Ace Attorney? ZCZ. Oh yeah, we were talking about that last time. 2.6, about how would they possibly make me like it. Then I played 2.7 and 1.2. That's probably the best written character they've ever done. What the fuck? Oh boy, I apparently have plans on Thursday. I love it when my professor does this. In the afternoon. What? I thought that talk looked like shit. What do you mean? My professor's like, interesting talk happening right next to our lab. I click on it and I'm like, oh yeah, I looked at this. I thought it looked stupid. I mean, maybe not stupid, but not applicable to anything I do. Human-robot synergy through haptics and assistive systems. What? It sounds cool, but I work with satellites, not robots. What? I mean, I guess, but we're busy. I'm busy. I'm not gonna go to that talk. I don't know, man. Oh, that's the uncontrolled sequence. There. I found the problem. 6-7, but I'm hyping up the crowd. There we go. All done. Yeah, figure 3, undefined. It's fine. I'll get there when I get. Alright, I'm gonna finish up Reviewer 2, and then that's gonna be it here. Nope, Reviewer 2 is really complicated, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I might have to go to this thing on Thursday. That kinda sucks. The department chair just sent out an email about the exact same talk. And said, thanks to all the faculty who came to last week's seminar. However, the participation from graduate students was very poor. Please encourage your students to attend this opportunity. Man. The department chair's on my committee. Now I have to go. I don't wanna go. You doing an onion? Doing an onion in the other room. I'm glad it's gonna be really tasty. Baby. The onions get her, guys. They always get her. I went blind like 6 or 7 years ago. 6, 7. Anyway. I'm desperate to stay relevant. Alright, I think my brain has officially shut down. I'm not even thinking about research anymore. How's about we shut down work mode and there we go. And instead, we play a quick game of Deep Rock Galactic. How about that? We'll end off the stream on an actual gaming. I think that's sick. Put AI into the satellite. Make the investors. Okay. 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 All right. You say that jovially. That's exactly what this paper is about. Like, I'm not kidding. You say that jovially. I can tell that you say that purely just for the lulz. You need to put AI into the satellite, make the investors happy. But that's literally this paper's entire point. My undergraduate student and I trained an AI to detect wildfires and then simulated it on a satellite. And I won't go into any more details than that because then I'll end up doxing myself. But AI onboard satellite is actually what we were doing. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. Well, that's why most government people have, you know, contracts and stuff that they're you know, not allowed to talk about their work at all. They have NDAs and shit. I don't have an NDA, I just don't want to dox myself. Oh baby, I'm sorry you're in pain. Did it work? It did work, actually. It worked quite well. Sorry, the onion.
It hurts so bad.
Why didn't she just... Going in a sack.
I wanted you to.
Oh,
Because I
alright.
didn't want it.
That's fair, that's valid.
It's not like soup. Chuck it all in it.
Yeah. How do you feel about being tried for murder every game? It's part of the contract. I've been tried for worse. You have the gig. Here's your first taste of the real world, kid. Yeah,
Get ready to rumble!
that's about how it always
Our
goes.
scanners have picked up a massive deposit of a quark.
I hate it
You in
here.
alongside a heavily armed lifter to get as many out as possible. We're picking up extreme biosigns in the area, so keep it snappy. Quarks can be extracted from the wall.
Although this guy is pretty
Search
sick.
for a blue shimmering light. Get it done, team. Otter and bone collector detected. Get it, team. Management wants it.
Oh no, it's in a Quark mission, so I don't have Bosco. Or I do have Bosco, I don't have Molly.
Picks out, team. Osmium located.
They let me talk about 30% of the work, with the downside they expect me to kill myself before I do. As a joke, but I won't tell you which part. I'm sure that the joke part is probably mostly the 30%. I feel like you wouldn't be allowed to publicly discuss any amount of work.
Mine it!
Still seeing some small bits of osmium remaining down there. The mule is waiting. Get to work.
Now,
Born ready! Voltaic sun switcher! Go! Get to work! Lloyd is up! Lloyd on sight! Reloaded! Right there!
oh man, there's 4 hunks of
I can see
osmium.
why they were hiding this away! Too bad we found it anyway! Mine it! Good time!
Yeah, ding 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 ding. Oh good, it's actually, the platform's not too far.
Just what the support. Die, you double-jointed freak! Die! Weapon ready.
For the first time ever, I came back at the second half of an updates run instead of first playing during the second half or only playing during the first. Me unlocking has been sent. Okay, sick. I'll look at that in a second. Oh, why is it gunk seeds? We had a mission last time I played Deep Rock that was gunk seeds and a quarks.
I love this grappling hook.
Okay, so I see 3 pieces of osmium. Aha! Number 4! Yeah, that was number 4. Alright, great.
Down the hatch.
Most of the jobs that I'm applying to will require my discretion about the work that I do. So that is something that I'm going to have to be mindful of.
Finish the mission to collect your bonus. Incoming! Smoke him if you got him.
What if I just kept harvesting gunk seeds?
God damn it, there's a pebble in my way.
I can work at home, which gives me a great variety of manic breakdowns I could have. I can also work from home, I just don't have the monitor real estate that I like to have while I work. So I tend to drive to the office every day, despite the fact that it's like 45 minutes away. 35 by car, I'll be specific, but then I have like a 10-minute walk.
Help me mine this.
Which I actually tend to enjoy when I'm not at risk of being run over by a truck that decided it wanted to ignore the red light.
Tippity.
Which is a lot more common around here than you would think. The amount of people that disobey basic traffic laws is kind of depressing, in all honesty. Working at home is fine, but it really isn't the staycation you think it'll be. Just feel stuck in a room. Yep. I try really hard to, whenever I do have to work from home, varying the location that I'm actually like operating in. That way I don't just sit in one place the whole time. Like I'll do some work on the couch, and then I'll do some work at the kitchen table. Maybe I'll do some work on the deck if I have to like read a paper or something instead of writing and working on the laptop. Because writing means typing. I'll be honest. When I'm quote-unquote writing a paper, I'm tippity-tippity-tappeting on a keyboard. for hours and hours. Hundreds of hours.
Down the hatch.
The amount of time that I have in factory and optimization games, which, by the way, is well over 3,000 hours, is nowhere close to the amount of time that I have spent on my Ph.D. And that scares me. Genuinely frightens me.
Depositing minerals. Help me mine this.
Alright, well, now that we're at a point of, like, actually being able to breathe and pause for a moment, I'm gonna go look at that DM Supreme Sound. Those 7 DMs. Only the middle 3. Okay. S rank. Sick. Look at the snacks in the bottom left. The fucking wide monitor. The vertical monitor! The vertical monitor is wild. Now, my question is, does this actually let back out into the main room, or is this just a fucking dead end?
Bosco, mine it.
I think this is a dead end.
Go
Alright,
fetch.
so, Bosco, you grab one. I'm gonna grab the other.
Locked and loaded. Ah, it's hard to move.
There we go, go that way. Go that way, and what the fuck is a turn signal? Bro, somebody... Oh, where was it? There was a video game tournament that happened. And one of the audience members, it was hosted in Not America. And one of... Or was it hosted in Not America? I don't remember where it was hosted. But somebody in the audience had a sign that said, "What the fuck is a mile?" You know, obviously making a run and poking fun at the "what the fuck is a kilometer?" But what the fuck is a mile instead? And she got booed. And not like a small amount of booing either. Nay, nay, they like full on booed at her. It's wild to witness. Oh boy. Brazil!
Grab her down.
Where the fuck exploded? Alright, it looks like up there is another place that might have some gunty. Aha, I was right.
I was born ready. Take off.
Oh, hello.
I was born ready.
Update DM, I fixed it. Past couple of years, I've become less nerdy. I just don't have the time, let alone talk about them with my friend groups. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I don't know if I've gotten less nerdy per se, but I've certainly gotten less dedicated to my nerdiness.
Weapon ready. These bugs don't stand a chance against us.
I love answering people's questions about space, though. And I've at least gotten nerdier in terms of, like, optimization and stuff. Factory games. And the application of optimization to factory games. Most players that play factory games optimize. But do they obtain provably optimal solutions? Nay, nay. I created a model that would give a provably optimal solution to a problem in a factory game. It was actually really fun. I did it for a class project. It's funny, I made a script for it. I recorded all of the audio, made all of the visuals except for game footage, and then I just haven't had the time or the energy to put it together.
Completed. Make it home to collect your bonus.
So that's like on my computer. Not exactly ready to go, but
Wonder what slot they're selling in a campaign.
Roxy knows, so I don't care about my censoring myself. Super valid. Bosco, drop it. Give ink. How far is Viltrum? All is ours, first of all, yes. That is the Viltrumite motto. That's their thing. Praise be Emperor Argol, he showed us the way. I have no idea how far it is from us, though. It's gotta be pretty damn far, though. Alright, well, the gas is killing me, so let's not. It's gotta be pretty far, because when Conquest escaped, and when Omni-Man was going away, they went straight for a pretty long time.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Also, if we follow, like, regular universe galaxy rules, it's gotta be at least a few light years, because that's how far Alpha Centauri is, which is the closest star system to us.
Bosco, line it. What goes around comes around. Let's go.
Swarm is upon you.
Born ready. Bosco, line it.
Which, fun fact by the way, light years measures light, not years. Light years is a measure of distance, not time.
Focus fire him.
A light year is the distance that it takes light a year to travel. Honey, I can hear you speaking, but I have no idea what you're saying. It's very loud. Haram. I'm sorry, the swarm is upon me.
Die, you sneaky bastard!
I barely even saw him.
Getting supplies!
Yeah, I'm focusing on Mirror Reaper.
Eat it!
Man, those infinite waves really love giving you Mirror Reapers.
Locked and loaded.
Don't they, like, only spawn at a specific wave, though?
Light there.
Oh, that's a flare. That's not a fucking a cork, that's a
Help me
flare.
mine this.
I put that there, that's mine. Dumbass. Environmental hazard, dumb bitch. Be lying if I said I hadn't considered just telling you, because being vague has gotten progressively more annoying. That is how I feel about, like, my research and shit. It's like, man, would doxing myself be that bad? And the answer is yes, before my wife chimes in from the other room. I realized that it would in fact be that bad of a thing. But I'd be lying if I hadn't considered it. If I said I hadn't considered it. I like what I do for work, and I like talking about it, and I think it's cool and fun and interesting. So I want to share.
Mine it.
But I also want a job someday. And that's a lot harder of a task to accomplish, which is already a hard task to accomplish, let's be honest. But it becomes harder if I'm, like, personally and publicly linked to a YouTube channel that played Dead by Daylight Dating Sim and others. Dio said they wanted to catch up on the JoJo lands. I waterboarded them about which translation she should read and about discrepancies. Oh my gosh, why are there so many?
Taste the pickaxe! Go, Bosco!
Holy shit, that was a lot of them.
Objective completed. Launch controls are active and awaiting.
John Wilkes Booth's last name was originally Lightyear. His family changed to post-Confederacy? What? Oh, no, dummy, it's the Toy Story character. Lightyear. Measure. Okay, I see now. I got it. I got it. Optimus Prime was arrested in Texas? Like the truck Optimus Prime, or like the voice actor Optimus Prime? Or yeah, is he just some crackhead with the actual name legally changed to Optimus Prime? Or did his parents just really like Transformers? A guy named Optimus Prime. That is crazy.
I took down the acid spitter.
You know, I almost wish acid spitters dissolved into acid like septic spreaders when they died. But then I remember that that would actually be really annoying to deal with as an extra environmental hazard. And then I'm glad that they don't.
Alien, go!
Shit on. I don't like judging names, but how do you have a normal social life with a name like that? that is why the subreddit tragedy exists, but it's tragedy spelled D-E-I-G-H. Because there are lots of people with very unfortunate names because their parents thought that they were jokesters. Like that guy in that movie who's named Major Major Major. And they promote him to Major. So he's Major 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 Major. Man, I'm almost done.
Oh, I hate nature.
Drop pod has landed and is ready for takeoff.
Oh shit.
Drop pod departing in T-3
no.
minutes.
Oh, I keep forgetting my phone is right there. I keep knocking it into myself when I go to crack my knuckles. An error has occurred. Check console for details. What the fuck happened? Some of those textures do not look right. Oh no. What happened? Splattered. What happened? Wow, also that hit a trifecta for my dailies?
Assignment complete.
She looks...
Congratulations.
Okay. 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 The fourth one, the one in the bottom left, looks like a Pez dispenser. She looks like a Pez dispenser, just the head on a stick. Looks like a Pez dispenser, and I think that's really funny. My wife just said that it's mean. You'll agree with me when I show you. But I am gonna wrap up stream there. This was the only opportunity I had to stream. I think I explained this a little bit, but I didn't want to cancel, even though I still had some work that I needed to get done. So I'm glad that we were able to do this, and then still get a little bit of game time in anyway, despite all of the everything. So that was really nice. I'm very appreciative of all of you for sticking with me through all of that one. Very appreciative. And hopefully things calm down as soon as I get the revisions finished and can go back to normal research and job applications instead of trying to grind so hard on this. So, yeah. Yeah, the fact her face is totally normal is hilarious. It disperses... Parcel? Mackerel? Fish? What? Yeah, Goodbye was fun. Was fun. Very fun. So yeah, that's... Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. I gotta go to bed. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This stream is in the bag. I'll see you all next week. Later, y'all.